this is Sabina at Cross Keys Crafts. It's the 7th of December, which means I'm going to take a new die out of my box here and we'll create a card. If you haven't watched the beginning of my series, I made my own crafty advent calendar. I decided to put dies that I haven't used at all or have only used once into my box and use them this month. And today I have got this die, and to be honest, I have never ever used it. I bought it originally because I wanted all these little dots to create Legos and to create a child's birthday card, and I found that I didn't have any small dots to cut. I don't have any hole punches other than the standard hole punch, and this is why I bought it. But the thing is with dies that come from China, and at the time I bought quite a few from AliExpress, they take quite long to arrive, so by the time you get them you don't feel the need anymore to use them. So this is why I created this advent calendar, and so today I'm going to do something with this die. I'll have a good think about what I do with this. Not sure yet. I might create a Lego card, but I also might come up with something else, because I also like the idea of just cutting this as a panel and use that as a background. Okay, I see you soon with what I have created. So I'm back halfway through my finished card, because mainly I wanted to show you my thought process and how I wanted to finish the card, and I think it does make a difference. First of all, I decided to cut this panel just from white cardstock and to put it on a shiny mat, which is this holographic blue cardstock, which I think is really nice when it peeps through the holes here. When I die cut this rim, although it's not a proper rim, it doesn't cut, it left an impression, and you can still slightly see this here. So I decided to dry emboss this, and I like to do that if I have something like that. And I like to choose an embossing folder that's either big enough to cover the whole panel, or I like to use one that is sort of directional and that is sort of infinite, so you can actually put it onto the edges and do a larger part. So what I did with this one is I dry embossed one side, and then I put it through again and dry embossed it this side, so you can't really see where I have sort of merged the two panels, which is always useful. If you have got like a pattern, sometimes the florals do that, it's difficult to basically merge them and not show where you started again. Important or useful is to know, if you dry emboss, just mist your cardstock a bit with water, really just mist, don't make it too wet. It goes through much more smoothly, and then you got a better finish. So the other thought I had, I wanted to put on a happy birthday sentiment, but first of all I thought, do I do it this way and put it on the blank piece? But I think it's much more interesting if you have this one facing upwards and this one going across. But the problem is, if I do this, the script gets lost a bit here on the dots. So I decided, and this is why I haven't glued it down yet, because I want to show you the difference. I decided to cut another sentiment from white cardstock, and to offset this a bit, and then yes, the white gets lost on the white, but it stands out so much more here on the dots, and it doesn't get lost, and I think that makes such a difference. And the other thing I have done is I have cut a little piece from the blue cardstock, and I have got more of these dots here in different sizes, and I want to just arrange them a bit, maybe like a cascade. I'm not quite sure yet how to do this. Just a few, maybe add them even here, and just for interest, but not too many. I don't want it to look too busy. But as I said, I just wanted to stop here to show you the difference between putting a white shadow behind these or leaving it as it is. So I come back in a few minutes with a finished card. Okay, that was a quick job. In the end, I decided against adding any more dots here because I thought it was actually too much. Sometimes it's better to reduce the embellishments and to leave it sort of clean and simple. Although I find with the glitter cardstock or this shimmer cardstock, it is not too simple anyway. I love the look of this. I maybe in hindsight could have moved this over a bit more, but I think it's really nice and works well as a card for a man. And I can use all these dots that I've cut out for a different project, and the white ones will be really good if I want to colour them. And as I said before, I might make a Lego brick card as well one day. So yeah, and I'm really pleased with this. I'm glad I used it at last because I think it is a really nice die, very simple but very effective. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with the next video.